Yo, this is a different thing today, yeah. I literally just downloaded JayZ's album, yeah. Is it 4444? Which is rumored, or I don't know if it's legit that, this is the time he woke up to write a certain particular thing, blah blah blah. Yo, the album is dope. The album is dope. It almost feels like, like when you were listening to Jay-Z from like way back, and then you grow into an older man now, and you look at all the other shit that's around, and you're like, I don't really want to listen to that. Why is he wearing a dress? Why is he dressed like that? Blah blah. Yeah. This is basically like, it kind of touches on some of the other stuff that I talk about in my other videos. Like when I say my other videos, like my I got a motivational video out there, yeah, like videos, like channel, should I say? And it basically touches on legacy, like right at the end, like talks about what do you want to leave on this earth for a legacy. It's freaking amazing. But listen to this, listen to this. Let me just go into it, yeah. So basically, first one, there's 10 tracks, Kill Jay-Z, the story of OJ, Smile featuring Gloria Carter. That was a quite deep one, yeah. Caught Their Eyes featuring Frank Ocean, 444, Family Feud, Bam featuring Damian Marley, Moonlight, La La Land. That's quite interesting. Obviously, Moonlight won Grammys, I think, and La La Land. They thought they won it, but it was effed up. Marcy Me, obviously where he grew up, and then Legacy. But anyway, let me go to like the first thing, yeah. What I believe 444 stands for. Like 444, I believe, like, I ain't gonna lie, I googled it, ain't that I'm smart, but I gotta read. You gotta read to be smart, yeah. Google's probably not like the best source all the time, but basically it said it's when the angels are looking after you or looking over you. Do you know what I mean? When your prayers have been heard, in a sense, and the angels are looking over you. Yeah. So in a sense, I almost feel like Jay-Z, Sean Carter feels like proper, yeah. Like, I'm blessed now. I'm blessed. He had to go through some ish, yeah, for him to kind of be blessed. Now, look at this track now. Look at these tracks. Look at this all these kind of little things that's coming in. And I know there's gonna be conspiracy theorists kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna go check out what's going on here. What did Jay-Z say here about this stuff here? You know what I mean? Like the album as a whole, yeah, as a whole is phenomenal, yeah, because not only, as I say, does it sort of it's kind of like a newspaper for the times, yeah, when it touches on every little thing, the little thing that happened with, that it touches on Prince dying and stuff like that. It touches on, like, stuff that's kind of like, happened recently type thing. And like, it just kind of makes you think, like, it's just like, what was he telling us? There's definitely subliminals there. He's a rapper, he's a poet. And I ain't gonna lie, like, it kind of sort of woke my sort of writing of spoken word and whatnot. But anyway, let me just read what I wrote down here, yeah. Family Feuds. I don't know if that's the one that talks about Bill Cosby and Al Sharpton taking pictures. So Al Sharpton taking pictures, selfies, sorry, and Bill Cosby, and he's basically saying, like, how am I gonna take advice from Bill Cosby and Al Sharpton, yeah, when Al Sharpton's there taking selfies and, like, like, come on, man, like, grow up, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, that's what he's saying. Obviously, like 444, when he apparently wrote this when he woke up. You know what I mean? When he woke up. Like, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, yeah. Maybe that's exactly what he is. He's a freaking poet, more or less, yeah. So when he awoke, when he basically got rid of all these demons and thought, boy, let me, like, let me just shed all my issues, yeah, because at the end of the day, yeah, what did he say, hurt to find more of yourself. And this is kind of like, my story to a certain extent. Like, I had to find out that my dad wasn't my real dad, and that, I wasn't fully Nigerian, and that my father was actually from Barbados. Took me like 23 years or whatever to find him before I discovered who I really was. Do you know what I mean? So you need to go through some hurt to get through to the other side. And this J album is dope. If you ain't listened to it, you need to listen to it, yeah? It just is soothing, very melodic. Everything is just like nice. And probably it's one of those kind of albums, yeah, that you listen to time and time time again, and you start picking up other little things that's going on in there. So Jay-Z is finally woken up, as I said. Now, something like it says that now we are all now we all have flaws. Now let us relate. Now, basically, what this basically states here, we all have flaws. He's showing that we all have flaws. He's showing that, the ego thing is putting it aside. Dope, listen, I can't go anymore by not just telling you, like, you need to listen to this album, man. I tell you. Do you know what I mean? We can now relate to Jay. We can relate to Jay. It kind of reminds me like of like what he should have been like, when during the Nas days. He should have been the Nas. Do you know what I mean? Like he's now, becoming like Nas kind of thing. And it kind of reminds me of like when Malcolm X was on a hype, like, going crazy, was like, very, very hot when we were speaking. And MLK was just kind of like, Martin Luther King, if you don't know, was all kind of like, turn the other cheek type stuff, you know what I mean? Blah, blah. But it's almost like Jay, like Malcolm has now become MLK. It's kind of like become, like Jay has now become Nas. Do you know what I mean? Like, hope you see some meaning behind that. But this is really cool. It's a really, really cool album, really dope album. You know what I mean? I think it's this is like the rapper that Jay is meant to be. You know what I mean? A genuine looking mother skunk. You know what I mean? Straight up. This is what he's meant to be. And I tell you what, one track, the story of OJ, yeah, still nigga. I hate that word, but like, it totally describes, what this is about. You know what I mean? Regardless if you're rich, rich nigga, you know what I mean, broke, whatever, da 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 da. You're still in, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was quite interesting to see the way he kind of like played with words with that. And the story of OJ saying that he's not black. I'm OJ, I'm not black. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this guy really felt like, he still feels like, he ain't black. He feels like he's OJ. Like, a lot of us need to kind of wake up. Like, you got your black skin or whatever, and you're parading down the road thinking, yep, I'm rich and shit now. I'm not just like that other guy over there. I'm going to speak like this. Yeah, you're still black. Yeah, regardless. Yeah, don't like the word nigga, but you're still black. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, it's quite interesting, like financial freedom. He talks about, why do you think, the Jewish folk own everything, blah, blah, blah. Like, financial freedom, legacy, blah, blah. It's almost like, he's kind of, it's almost like a history book. If you to look back at this, yeah, you'd be like, yo, this guy was what's it called? What do you call them? The Egyptians, them. Oh, man, I know about these, man. I'm normally on this, yeah. And the word is at the tip of my tongue. Like the ancients are ancients, yeah, where they used to go around. The word almost came. They used to go around basically tell stories, yeah. They were like poets. The ancient griots, yeah, the ancient griots. This reminds me of something like an ancient griot. This album is like a scroll that you like roll out, and you like, read all the freaking, what the ancient griots kind of said. In fact, the ancient griots didn't really write too tough. They literally went from town to town and basically gave you like knowledge. They gave you like bare knowledge. They'd be like, yo, this is what's happening over there. They were ancient griots. They were poets. They were, spoken word artists. They were more or less rappers, new age rappers kind of thing. Old age rappers, shall I say. Now, like, as I said, this feels like, Malcolm X was all like, fuck everybody, man, I don't care. And then just sat next to MLK and like, yo, like, I see what you were talking about, When I went to like, Mecca, yeah, I see like, white Muslims, I see Chinese Muslims, I see, Like, that's what he was kind of saying now, I think this is a dope album, man. I can't even front, man. And one thing that Jay-Z said, he said, like, you can't heal what you haven't revealed, yeah? This is the real Jay-Z. I feel like the next album that's gonna come out this year, yo, I'm gonna buy the next album. Yeah, I can't remember, the last album I bought was probably the Black Album, man. It wasn't even like, it was alright. It was alright. This is the album. If he'd have released this somehow, yeah, or I heard this before, something, I would have bought this album. This is a dope album. I'm telling you, yeah. So 444, the angels are watching us. The angels in heaven are sort of protecting him. So basically, whatever kind of information he puts out there now, do you know what I mean? Like, he feels protected. So all the people that was like, yeah, man, he's like, Jay-Z was a Illuminati, blah blah blah, da da da. Now, if he really is, if you know what I mean, like if he really is, obviously, yeah, the angels are protecting him. That's why I'm reading into it. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no more about that. You know what I mean? Like, Anyway, so kill Jay-Z, ego, the stabbing. Oh yeah, so basically he talks about, I mean, him being egotistical kind of thing back in the day, kind of thing, and the fact that he stabbed someone for a particular thing. I can't remember exactly what it was. I think either for a particular track. I can't remember. You like, real Jay-Z fans will let me know what that is. Like, write that down. You know what I mean? Put it down on the bottom there. Yeah. The fact that he was addicted to sex, and like Eric Benet back in the day when he lost Halle Berry, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you got the baddest woman on a planet for you, like in your industry, blah blah, and you literally cheated on Becky, whatever. Yeah, that's so real, Jay. That is so real that, you know what I mean. Like, you're kind of like proper, like standing up and manning up to your you know what I mean, your flaws. You know what I mean? This shows, like, although Jay is like what, 40, 47, 48, I think, almost licking 50 kind of thing. Like, this album kind of shows like, yo, Jay is a damn old ass man. I don't mean old ass man like that. He's a mature man now. You know what I mean? About time. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be looking up to you, Jay, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? So, that's probably about it. Because I didn't really even meant to go this long and stuff. But basically, Jay-Z is finally woken up. Jay-Z's finally a grown-ass man now, and he's basically just like, he laid it down, like some lyrics, like some words of wisdom, yeah, ancient griots type shit, yeah. So listen, go and download the album and whatnot. I'm probably gonna put it in this link or whatnot, so you guys can check it out. Have a fantastic evening, man.